Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. And I am playing along with Series 16 of Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. Today is day 16, and this lovely sketch is by Jennifer Gagne. I will have her information listed below. Um, she always does such a great job with her sketches. I always love them. And I looked at this one, wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I found these pictures that I've been putting off scrapbooking. I know I had a different idea for them because I printed them in the 3x4 size, but I don't know what that idea was. So when I found this sketch, I decided this was the way I was going to go. Even though Jennifer does have like larger photos in her on her sketch, that is okay. So this is a super old piece of paper that I'm not sure really where it came from, but I am using the colors of this paper for inspiration. So the photos are of last summer in July when myself and my middle daughter Meredith went on a youth trip. We went down to Florida, and along the way we uh, stopped, and this was a drone show, and it was super cool. So, they're dark pictures. I'm going with a black background. I am using this fun starry paper for my for the middle piece. And I am using, let's see, what color is this? Tumbled glass distress oxide spray. And with my scissors, they're making smaller splats. So then I kind of hit it with my finger and I can make some bigger splats. Now, I cut my paper in half. I don't know if I did that. Oh, maybe not. So I cut my paper in half, but I had already trimmed it down to be like, I don't know if it was 11 by 11. So when I trimmed it 6 inches, I got 6 inches on one side and 5 on the other. So then I took an inch off the 6 inch side and they're 5 inches on both. This is Dina Wakley gloss spray in Gilt, which I'm my newfound obsession. So I get that on there, and then I will glue the middle paper down on both sides. And like I said, this is where I'm getting my inspiration for all the colors that I'm going to pull in. It's just fun stars. And I did find some gold paper that I cut, I think two half circles, but then some stars from the gold that matches the gold in these stars. So now that I have the splatters and the papers down, I'm going to lay out my photos. And again, these are not the same configuration as what Jennifer has on her sketch, but that's okay. A sketch is a jumping off point. You can use it as you like for what inspiration you will take from it. And I have a 3.5 inch circle paper punch that I punched a bunch of circles out. And then I just punched some smaller circles out as well. And I didn't really pay attention and I wasn't really counting. I just had some papers that I pulled out, again, the colors from that pattern paper in the middle, and just randomly cut out punched some circles. And then looking at the sketch, I kind of just lay them out, trying to, keep the same colors away from each other. As I am putting down my circles, I just want to remind you that there's a playlist below that you can watch everybody else's take on Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches on these double page layouts that you don't have to do a double page layout. And they are exclusive sketches to Christy's Beautiful Life. So that is super fun. I am super excited to have these scrapbooked, but I do have one issue. I never do this. I never scrapbook and like put a page on the back of another page because I know I have to move around my book. I don't know why, but I put two pages together back to back, and this is going to have to go in the middle of it, so I'm going to have to figure something out. It should be interesting. But anyway, you can see how quickly this page comes together. Now I did um, cut the circles ahead of time. But I am just, and I keep saying this every video, so I apologize, but amazed how quickly these double page layouts can come together. It's kind of like you're doing one side anyway. You're using the same supplies, it works really slick and goes together quickly. So that is super fun. I think I've talked recently how I like to stay within the last year being current for my scrapbooking. And like I said, these are from last July. So, but I'm super excited to be going to a crop about 20 minutes from my house all weekend this weekend. And I feel like I can do a little bit of, well, it'll be fun. It's with my girlfriend. We'll have a good time. Uh, but also, I don't want to say catch up because I feel like that's got a bad connotation to it. But, you know, work on some of these layouts that it's hard to do and present on YouTube. So, faces that I would have to cover up and stuff. Those are the kind of things I'll be, and from this trip, honestly, that I'll be catching up with over this weekend. So, because once I'm more current, I can start working on my daughter's wedding photos, which are so fun. We don't have them all back yet. Here are so I took my star punch, and I punched out some stars. So I'm going to get some of those on each side. Now that I have all the circles attached down. And then I did go onto my Cricut, and then I don't know if you can see. You can see on the left-hand side there, it's kind of like the ring of stars. And so I did something similar, and you can see them peeking out below, where it's circles with stars in them. So I have a couple, there we go. And I have a couple for each side, and I'm going to glue those down. And I found this beautiful paper. I believe it's close to my heart from a long time ago that matches this pattern paper so good. So I feel like it just kind of ties everything together. Now, off camera, I will make my title, and you won't see me put it on there, but in the still shots at the end, you will see the title. It just says drone show, and I use that same pretty blue color. I'll have drone on the left-hand side, show on the right-hand side, and I did use a ruler to get it even on both sides. I'm super excited to see what everyone else does with this sketch. I think that it could be so cool, and it's so versatile, just like all the other sketches, right? I mean, you can use it for absolutely anything. Themed, not themed, just fun. So make sure you check out the playlist below. Go to the Facebook group as well, Christy's Beautiful Life in 30 Days of Sketches. Um, it is a place where you can see all the albums of all the sketches from previous years. So there's a whole, but I mean, Series 16, 30 days, that's a lot of sketches. There's also a place in the albums where you can put your take on the sketch as well. And check out everyone that's playing along, whether that's on YouTube or on Instagram or not at all. So, and I'm coming up to the end, so I want to thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.